Most beginners think acting is about emotion. They believe the job is to feel something strongly enough and then show it to the audience. So they try to cry, they try to sound angry, they try to look intense, and when it doesn't work, they assume they're bad at acting. They're not. They're just solving the wrong problem. Here's the shift that changes everything. Actors do not perform feelings. Actors solve problems. Every scene exists because something is not resolved. Someone wants something. Something is in the way. And the moment matters because the outcome is uncertain. That's the job. When beginners focus on emotion, they usually turn inward. They start monitoring themselves. Am I emotional enough? Do I look believable? Is this landing? That self-focus disconnects them from the scene. Professional actors work outward. They focus on the situation and the other person. They are engaged in doing something, not showing something. Think about real life. When you're upset with someone, you're not trying to feel angry. You're trying to be understood, win an argument, protect yourself, get someone to change. The emotion shows up because the problem matters. That's exactly how acting works. Scenes are built on problems, not feelings. If there's no problem, there's no scene. Beginners often ask, what should I be feeling here? Actors ask different questions. What do I want right now? Why do I need it? What happens if I don't get it? What am I doing to try to get it? Those questions give the scene structure. Emotion becomes a result, not a target. This is why performances that chase emotion often feel forced. They have no engine. They're disconnected from purpose. Actors play objectives. An objective is simply what you want from the other person, not what you feel, not what you think, what you want. And that want creates action. If I want approval, I might soften. If I want control, I might pressure. If I want distance, I might withdraw. Those behaviors are playable. They're specific, and they create emotion naturally. Another beginner mistake is thinking strong acting means big emotion. But big emotion without direction looks chaotic. Audiences don't respond to intensity. They respond to clarity. Clarity comes from purpose. This is why subtle performances often feel more powerful. They're grounded in action. The actor knows exactly what they're doing. They're not guessing, they're working. Here's something important. You don't have to feel the emotion to play the scene. You have to commit to the problem. When you commit fully to what you want, emotion shows up on its own. Sometimes quietly, sometimes unexpectedly, sometimes not at all. And that's okay, because emotion is not the goal. Truth is. Another thing beginners misunderstand is thinking emotion is private. They think acting is about internal feeling, but acting is behavioral. It's about what you do. Audiences can't see your feelings. They can see behavior, tone, timing, focus, response. Behavior communicates truth more clearly than emotion ever will. This is why actors train action. They don't train feelings. Feelings are unpredictable. Actions are repeatable. And acting requires repetition. Auditions repeat, rehearsals repeat, takes repeat. If your performance depends on feeling a certain way, it will collapse under repetition. If your performance depends on pursuing a goal, it will hold. This is why actors say things like, play the action. They're not being abstract. They're being practical. They're telling you where the work actually lives. Another beginner trap is thinking emotion equals honesty. But honesty comes from responding truthfully to the situation. You can feel a lot and still be untruthful. You can feel very little and still be completely believable. Truth comes from engagement. Are you affected by what's happening? Are you responding to the other person? Are you adjusting when something changes? That's acting, not emotional display. When beginners stop chasing emotion, something interesting happens. They relax, they listen more, they become more available. And suddenly, emotion appears. Not because they tried, but because the situation demanded it. That's the irony. The more you chase emotion, the more it disappears. The more you commit to action, the more emotion shows up. Actors trust this process. Beginners don't yet. That's normal. Trust comes with training, with repetition, with seeing it work again and again. So if you're acting and thinking, I don't feel anything, don't panic. Ask a better question. What do I want right now? Who am I trying to affect? What's in my way? Answer those questions honestly. Then do something about it. That's the work. That's how actors really work. They don't perform feelings. They solve problems. And when the problem matters, emotion follows every time.